Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you another what's for dinner video. I have links for the recipes that I'm using in this video. I will leave them below in the description box, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. Let me know if you try these meals out for yourself and what your thoughts are, and if your family loved them as much as my family did. And if you are new here, then welcome. Don't forget to subscribe below before you leave, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys like seeing these what's for dinner videos. So the first meal that we're going to be making are just some ranch cheeseburgers. Typically I put a whole lot of seasoning in my cheeseburgers, but since I was trying to make them taste more of the ranch flavor, I decided to just go pretty simple with it. So what I'm using is just a pound of hamburger, 1 egg, some plain breadcrumbs, a ranch seasoning packet, and then some Worcestershire sauce. So all you're going to do is pour all of your ingredients into a bowl, mix it up by hand. This part does get just a little bit messy because you are mixing up raw meat. So you'll want to make sure that you wash your hands very thoroughly several times every time you touch it. But you're just going to mix everything up together, patty out your burgers. I always tend to place a little thumbprint hole in the middle of mine so that the middle of my burgers don't get larger than the outside of my burgers, but that's just a little trick that I've learned over the years. You just patty them out, place them in your frying pan, griddle, or grill, cook them to your liking, and then place them on buns with whatever toppings that you prefer, and then you just have a simple and delicious dinner.
Never up, never down, never like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool.
Meal, we're going to be making a instant pot potato soup. So what you're going to use for this recipe is a 32-ounce container of chicken broth, only 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 3/4 of a block of cream cheese, a few strips of bacon already made and diced up into small pieces, or you could just substitute for bacon bits, and then the whole bag of diced hash brown potatoes. Do not pay attention to that second can of cream of chicken soup. I do not recommend using it. You guys will see if you stay tuned to the very end of this video a reality behind the scenes of making a what's for dinner video. It went everywhere, you guys. When I was trying to let the pressure out, I guess I went way over my max line and did not even pay attention to that. And it spewed out the entire time I was letting the pressure out. It made a huge mess. So anyways, you're only going to want to use 1 can of cream of chicken soup and 3/4 of this block just because you don't want to overfill your Instant Pot. But you basically just add everything in there. I cooked it, I think, on high pressure for 15 minutes, and it turned out so delicious. It was so good. So just make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video so you can see the mishap of overfilling your Instant Pot. For this next meal, we're just going to be making a homemade sausage gravy. We're making breakfast for dinner, so I just wanted to make a gravy for our biscuits. I'm not actually going to go through everything and how much you need because I'm halving this recipe, but it will be linked in the description box if you are interested. So what you're going to do is you're going to brown up some sausage. I buy this huge box of patties, so that's just what I use to make my gravy, but you can buy any type of sausage you want. I am leaving 1 piece whole because my son just wanted sausage and eggs and no gravy on his biscuit. So what you're going to do is you're going to brown up your gravy or brown up your sausage, and then in order to make the gravy, you're going to add your butter, let that melt. While that's melting, I'm going to throw in my biscuits and then get back to the rest of the recipe.
Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool.
Your butter is melted, you're going to put in your flour, and then you're going to just mix that up really well. Make sure everything is kind of coated nicely, and you're going to let that simmer because you're going to want that flour to kind of cook into your sausage a little bit. And then you're just going to gradually add all of your milk, stirring in between each little pour that you do, and then you're just going to let that simmer. You're going to want to stir it really good to get that mixed around with that flour, and then let it simmer, and it will eventually just thicken up. And you guys, this recipe is so delicious.
I will get up again, stronger than I ever been. I can see everything clearer, trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather, but I get high, I get low at the same time.
This next meal is just simple spaghetti. So you can see I'm just browning my hamburger. I have my Texas toast about to go in the oven. Got my This Is How We Bing 'Em propped up on the phone. And so what I use to season my spaghetti is Creole seasoning, garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, onion powder, and then I just use this regular traditional Prego. I'm just going to dump that into my hamburger after it's done and I have drained it. And then there it is, easy peasy spaghetti.
Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again, stronger than I ever been. I will get up again, stronger than I ever been.
And for the last meal on this What's for Dinner video, I'm just making my version of a chicken pie. This will not be linked in the comments because this is just something that my mom taught me. It is so delicious, you guys. So just make sure that you try it out for yourselves. So what we're going to do is you just buy a rotisserie chicken or you boil your own chicken, dice it up or shred it however you prefer it. You're going to mix 2 cans of cream of chicken soup into your chicken diced up and then just gradually add some chicken broth just to loosen it up a little bit and make it more of a liquefied mixture. Add your salt and pepper to taste and just mix that up and set it to the side. How you're going to make your crust topping is just even parts of Bisquick and milk. So I typically use 1 1/4 cup of Bisquick and 1 1/4 cup of milk. You're just going to mix that together until there are no clumps. Don't ask why I was trying to do it in this measuring cup. Just pour yours into a bowl and whisk it until there's no clumps at all. And so what you're going to do is place all of your chicken mixture into the bottom of a baking dish. You do not have to grease it because it's going to kind of stay liquefied. And then you're just going to take your milk and Bisquick mixture and pour it all over the top of your chicken gravy mixture. You're just going to put it in a very thin but even line. It's okay if it sinks down into your chicken gravy a little bit because it's going to kind of bake up and make it thick and delicious. And you guys, I forgot to take a picture of what this looked like plated, but it was so good. And we just served ours up with a little bit of green beans or a side salad. But that is it for this What's for Dinner video. Don't forget to stay tuned in just a second for my Instant Pot potato soup disaster. And thank you guys so much for watching.
Did you overfill it?
What do I do? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ow!
OMG. Okay, okay. This can't be good. Are you gonna catch on fire?
Ow! He's good, building.